Converted church. These homes were once churches. They still have tall windows, high ceilings, and long halls. Many keep the outside the same, but change the inside fully. You may live under stained glass and curved beams. They feel quiet and wide, like a peaceful museum with beds. Underground. These homes are built under the ground. They stay warm in winter and cool in summer. They're safe from storms and almost silent inside. Some have hidden doors. Others look like normal homes until you go downstairs. People build them for privacy or the end of the world. Floating homes. Did you know? In some US cities, these homes are taxed like land, even though they sit on water. These homes sit on water all the time. They don't float away. They're tied to docks. You can walk, sleep, and cook just like a land house. The floor may move gently with waves. They offer great views and quiet mornings, but no backyards. Treehouse home. These homes are built up in trees. You climb stairs to reach the front door. Some are simple and small. Others are full homes with bathrooms and heat. Living here feels peaceful, high up, and far away from noise. Lighthouse home. These homes used to warn ships. Now they're tall, round houses. You climb up a spiral staircase to reach each floor. There's a view from every window. At the top, you can see land, sea, and sky. Yurt dome house. Yurts were first used over 3,000 years ago by nomads in Central Asia. These homes are shaped like circles. Yurts use fabric and wood. Dome homes use smooth walls, often made from foam or concrete. They feel open and quiet inside. People love them for nature living and low costs. Earthship cob house. These homes are made from old tires, clay, and bottles. They don't need outside power or water. Sun, wind, and rain do the work. They often grow food inside the walls. It's a house and garden in one. John container home. Built from shipping containers, these homes are strong and modern. They're made fast and cost less than brick houses. You can stack or shape them in many ways. Some feel small, others feel sharp and cool, like city art. Schoolhouse conversion. Some school homes still have chalkboards or basketball courts inside. These homes used to be classrooms. Now they are wide open spaces with tall windows. The halls are long. The rooms are bright. You might still find a bell or lockers on the wall. Disney core. Themed homes. Every room has a theme. Jungle, castle, spaceship, or ice world. These homes are often rentals, but some people live in them full-time. They look like movie sets inside. Fun for kids. Hard to vacuum. 11th. Tiny house. This type of home is usually smaller than a garage. It has everything. Bed, sink, toilet, in 1 or 2 small rooms. People live here to save money or travel light. It's simple, cozy, and easy to clean. You just can't lose anything, because you'll find it in 5 seconds. Off-grid cabin. Found deep in forests or mountains, these homes use solar panels, wood stoves, and rainwater. They're built to survive without help from city power or plumbing. Some are handmade, some are high-tech, most are quiet, and very far from your favorite coffee shop. Smart home. Did you know that some smart homes record everything, including how often you open the fridge? This type of house listens, learns, and turns itself off when you forget. Lights, doors, speakers, and even your toaster may run by voice or app. It feels like the future, until the Wi-Fi goes out. Then it's just a box with regrets. 14. Net zero home. You won't find an electric bill here. These homes make as much energy as they use, usually from the sun. They're designed to stay warm or cool with almost no help. Very smart, very green, very likely to make your regular house feel lazy. Passive house. A well-designed passive house can stay warm inside, even with no heating, just from body heat and sunlight. Designed like a thermos, this house barely loses heat. Windows face the sun. Walls are thick like a fridge. Air flows carefully, but not wastefully. It costs more at first, but saves a lot over time. Luxury mansion. Some homes have 5 bedrooms. This one has 5 staircases. Mansions are huge, fancy, and often include pools, theaters, and secret rooms. They show up in Zillow searches you didn't mean to click on. You can tour them. You just can't afford the doorbell. Mountain chalet. Usually found in snowy places. Chalets have steep roofs, so snow slides off. They're made of wood and stone, and often have big windows facing the view. A fireplace is almost always included. So is a feeling of peace. And cold toes. Beach house, beach houses. Come with free sand in every shoe and at least 1 broken umbrella. They often sit near the ocean, raised off the ground in case the sea wants to visit, and have large windows, wide decks, and soft colours. Inside, it smells like salt and sunscreen. Outside, there's a gull yelling at a chipbag. Lake house. Unlike beach houses, lake houses don't have tides, but they do have docks. You'll often see canoes, hammocks, and big porches. They are made for quiet days and slow weekends. Some are summer only, others are built for year-round calm. Vacation rental. These are staged homes made to look perfect in photos. The throw pillows are always puffed. The towels are folded like animals. They may not feel lived in, but they photograph well. Just don't open any drawers. You'll ruin the illusion. Modern. This home is sharp, flat, and full of glass. It often has clean lines, open spaces, and smooth concrete. Color? Not much. Warmth? That's what the underfloor heating is for. Great for design lovers. Just don't spill anything. Mid-century modern built between the 1940s and 1970s. These homes are low, long, and full of wood. They often have slanted roofs, indoor brick, and sunken living rooms. The design is retro, but still trendy. If your couch has legs, it probably belongs here. Craftsman exposed beams, deep porches, and hand-built details define this home. They often come with built-in furniture, wide wood trim, and warm finishes. Craftsman homes feel cozy, honest, and solid, like they were built to last. Some people say they're the comfort food of architecture. Original farmhouses weren't a style. They were just built from whatever was nearby. Modern farmhouses are very different from real ones. Today they mean white paint, black windows, and maybe a sliding barn door inside. Back then, uneven floors, goats in the yard, and mud in the kitchen. Now it's a vibe. Then it was survival, colonial. This home loves symmetry. Doors in the middle, windows on each side. Colonials are popular across the US, especially in the East. They often have shutters that don't shut, and chimneys that still work. You've probably seen one in a textbook or at your aunt's house. Tudor dark beams, white walls, and steep roofs give this style its medieval look. Tudors feel a bit like storybooks or castles for introverts. The windows are tall, narrow, and filled with little glass pieces, also known as the style that costs extra to repaint. Every Victorian house comes with at least one haunted hallway. It's in the contract. Fancy trim, towers, and bold colours define this style. Victorians were built to impress, often full of nooks, corners, and oddly shaped rooms. Some are stunning, some are confusing. All of them creak. Cape Cod small, simple, and full of charm. Cape Cods started as coastal cottages. They're low to the ground with steep roofs and dormer windows. Usually, they have wood shingles and a big central chimney. The look says beach weekend, even if it's nowhere near the ocean. Ranch. These homes stretch sideways, not up. They became popular after World War II and are easy to build, easy to live in. Open plans, attached garages, and sliding doors to the backyard are common. They're the jeans and t-shirt of houses, classic and relaxed. Split-level walk in the front door, and you face a decision, up or down. Split levels divide space into short levels. One for living, one for sleeping, one for hiding laundry. Popular in the 60s and 70s. Unpopular with people who hate stairs. Raised ranch. You open the front door and immediately hit stairs. Raised ranches split the home in two. Bedrooms upstairs, family room below. They often look like ranch homes from the outside, but function more like two levels squashed into one. A mid-century solution to tight lots and leg day. Bungalows are short, cozy, and built for one or two people, usually one story. Sometimes with a tiny upstairs attic room. They often have deep porches, wood trim, and a warm layout. A small house with a big heart. Cottage. In the UK, cottage used to mean a small rural worker's house with livestock nearby. Indoors, cottages feel like fairy tales. Sloped roofs, garden paths, and tiny kitchens with charm. They may be old or new, but the vibe stays the same. Soft, quiet, and slightly uneven. Perfect for tea, storms, and naps. Mediterranean. With white stucco walls and red tile roofs, these homes love the sun. They often have arched windows, shaded courtyards, and warm colors. Popular in California, Florida, and anywhere it's hot. They look relaxed, but try fixing a roof tile. Greek Revival columns. Symmetry, white paint. Greek revivals try to look like little temples. They became popular in the early 1800s, when Americans were really into ancient Greece. You'll find them in historic towns, museums, or law firm ads. Single-family detached. If you've ever seen a house, congratulations, you've seen this one. This is the most common house in the US. It stands alone on its own lot, with no shared walls. The layout varies, but the idea is the same. One family, one roof, one mortgage. Townhouse tall, narrow and attached on both sides. These homes are common in cities. They stack space vertically, often with 2 to 3 stories. You get your own front door, but you may hear your neighbor sneeze. Urban charm, with stair-stepping cardio. Duplex or triplex one building. 2 or 3 homes. Each unit has its own kitchen, bathroom, and sometimes entrance. They're popular for rentals, multi-generational families, or people who like having tenants but not roommates. Same roof, different lives. Carriage houses were once where horses and carts were stored. Now they're tiny homes, often above garages or behind bigger houses. They're full of charm, wood beams and stairs, perfect as a guest space, rental unit or escape plan. Modular homes are built in factories and assembled on site, sometimes in under a week. These homes are not mobile, but they are made in pieces. Modules are shipped to the lot and stacked like blocks. They meet the same codes as site-built homes, just faster. Modern, efficient, and less weather drama during construction. Mobile. These homes are built in factories and can be moved to different locations. They often sit on rented land or special parks. Inside, they look like normal homes. Kitchen, bath, bedrooms. They're affordable and faster to get, though often misunderstood. Not all wheels are visible. Basement home. In some areas, people live entirely underground to avoid extreme heat or tornadoes. This type of home has a fully livable basement. It might be half below ground or have walk-out doors to the yard. Cool in summer, quiet year-round. Also great for movie nights or hiding from storms. Fixer-upper. These homes need work. Sometimes just paint, sometimes a total gut job. They're cheaper up front, but ask a lot in return. Perfect for people who love projects, tools, or stress. Zillow photos may say needs TLC, but sometimes that means bring a bulldozer. In-law suite. It's like a guest room, if your guest never leaves. Also called granny flats. These homes are second units on one property. They can be tiny houses, basement apartments, or garage conversions. Great for family, renters, or future independents, without needing to move out. HOA community home. These homes are part of neighborhoods with shared rules and fees. You might get access to pools, gyms, or a golf course, but you'll also need to ask permission to paint your mailbox. It's peace and quiet with paperwork. Historic home. Listed as official landmarks, these houses are old and full of charm. Expect wood floors, crown molding, and doors that creak. You may not be allowed to change much, even the windows. It's like living in a museum with heating bills from the past. Foreclosure. These homes were taken back by lenders when owners couldn't pay. They're often priced low, but may be damaged or abandoned. Some are great deals. Others are puzzles with missing pieces. Log cabin. Made from whole logs, these homes are found in forests, mountains, or lakesides. Warm, cozy, and classic. Expect fireplaces, thick walls, and quiet. They're hard to dust, but easy to love. Barn dominium, a barn on the outside, a sleek home on the inside. These are open, modern spaces inside metal shells. They're popular with families, hobbyists, and horse lovers. Part country, part industrial, part Pinterest dream board. School bus conversion. Some full-time bus homes are under 200 square feet, but include solar, plumbing, and Wi-Fi. Also called schoolies. These are school buses turned into rolling homes. Inside, you'll find beds, stoves, sinks, and sometimes showers. It's not for everyone, but for some, it's freedom on wheels. Fuel not included.